Hi, so I'm going to do a quick video on the things nobody tells you when you become pregnant. Nobody tells you happens when you become pregnant. I searched YouTube, but I don't see too many of these videos. I've seen like a handful maybe of videos. So I decided to go ahead and make my list of what things nobody tells you happens when you're pregnant. So I'm just going to jump right into it. I am reading from oh, it's not going to focus. Well, I'm reading from my phone. So sorry if I look down a lot. My first thing nobody tells you happens to you when you're pregnant is not everybody glows. People think when you get pregnant, you're just this pretty, go happy, lucky, beautiful person with good hair. That is a load of crap. Or for me it is, because I know my parents tell me all the time when I wake up in the morning, I look like the Walking Dead, especially when I don't have makeup on. My hair like lacks luster to it. I have to spray sheen in my hair, which I've never had to do before for it to look even a little bit shiny. You can see it looks fine now because I just did it. But so yeah, not everybody glows. Number 2, going to the bathroom is no longer the same. TMI warning, but you will have constipation if you're pregnant, especially if you are taking prenatal vitamins. Prenatal vitamins tend to make you constipated. I know things you can do to help with that is adding fiber to your diet or doing things like drinking milk of magnesia. That'll help, but mostly adding fiber to your diet. Number 3, morning sickness doesn't just occur in the morning. Morning sickness happens all throughout the day. So honestly, I don't even know why they get morning sickness. I get morning sickness morning, at noon, at night. I could get morning sickness right now, and it's about 2 o'clock in the evening. So I don't know what they call it, morning sickness. Number 4, your boobs hurt like all hell. Like, just a touch, especially in the shower. When I have like high shower pressure, so like when the water hits, it just hurts. Like I have to turn and do this because it hurts really bad sometimes. Number 5, you will lose your sex drive. TMI warning, but I was like the Energizer Bunny before. Now I'm just like, no, we're not having sex. Like, sex is just a turn off to me. Even the thought of sex turns me off. You're not just, I know pregnant people tend to be emotional, but you're not just emotional anymore. You are freaking bipolar. You can be happy-go-lucky, head over the hills with one person 1 minute, and then 2 seconds later want to kill them. Or you're just a completely different person 5 minutes later from what you were 5 minutes ago. Number 8, even if you're not that big yet, it's really uncomfortable to sleep. For me, I know I'm not even that big yet. Well, I kind of am. You can't tell. But, it's uncomfortable to sleep. I have to sleep like propped up, and I use this thing. I'm just going to show you when I sleep. I don't know if you can see it, but I just prop it up behind my back and I sleep on it, because sleeping on my side, sleeping on my stomach, it's just uncomfortable. Excuse me, I'm kind of sick. There's a list of food longer than Santa's naughty and nice list of foods you are not supposed to eat. And a couple of off-the-wall things I've heard lately are pineapples. You're not supposed to eat pineapples, and you're not supposed to eat bacon because the carcinogens in it. If you don't know what a carcinogen is, a carcinogen is something that's cancer-causing in the future. Like salad left out too long, you're not supposed to eat. Hot dogs, and there's just a list of stuff that you're not supposed to eat, and a list of stuff you're not supposed to do that I just feel like I should be in quarantine or something for like the next 5 months, because it is ridiculous, the stuff that you aren't supposed to eat and the stuff you aren't supposed to do when you're pregnant. People you never knew existed will suddenly try to become your best friend when they find out you're pregnant, especially people on Facebook. Like, I only posted one picture on Facebook of what I'm having, and I don't believe in putting your baby on Facebook, like exploiting them. So I only posted one picture. It was the ultrasound picture, and people I didn't know before were coming out the woodworks like, oh my gosh, I miss you, this, that, and the third, how are you, do you need anything, if you need a babysitter in the future. Like, boo, stop, swerve, I don't know you, so you can miss me with that. I'm not into that fake stuff. But people that you weren't friends before will try to become your best friend. Sorry, my phone locked. People are constantly asking you if you're okay, if you need anything, which is sweet, but people ask it so much, it gets so annoying. It's only a couple people I don't mind who ask me that, and it's a couple of church people and close people. But people on the like just that I don't really talk to that ask me that, I just like, boo, get out my face. Like, I'm fine. I'm just pregnant. Again, people tend to treat you like you're disabled when you're pregnant. I remember I was outside asking my dad. He was working up under his truck, and I was like, do you need something? Can I hand you a tool? And he was like, no, you're pregnant. Go inside. My hands are perfectly fine. I am perfectly capable of picking things up and handing them to somebody else. Like, I didn't understand that. And I was just like, no, I can hand you tools. I'm not disabled. I'm just pregnant. So, yeah, people tend to treat you like you can't do anything when you're pregnant. And some people take that to the extreme. Like, some people who are pregnant will just act like they can't do anything for themselves. And that is so annoying. That is, like, attention seeking. And attention seekers I don't get along well with. You tend to get a lot of unwanted, unsolicited advice when you're pregnant. People are trying to tell you what you should and should not do. People think they know more than you. People are telling you, like, I was out in the store and I think I was registering. Yeah, I was registering at Babies R Us, and I scanned a Bumbo for when you can set your baby up when they're ready to actually start eating solid foods. And they were like, you shouldn't get that. Those aren't enough supporting for the back, and babies will tend to have back problems when they get older. I did not ask you for your advice or your information. Thank you, but no thank you. Don't tell me what I should and should not do. That's my choice. Also with parenting, I haven't even had my baby yet, and people are already giving me parenting advice. I know what I'm going to do as a parent as far as parenting goes. I don't need your advice. I don't need your help. I don't need your parenting techniques or what works for you. I will figure what works for me. Clothing wise, you are not comfortable. Well, I know I'm not comfortable in any clothing, any item of clothing except pajamas and a big t-shirt. So although I'm wearing this right now, later on when I get back home, I will strip this off and put on pajamas, because the thought of suddenly becoming a nudist is so appealing to me. I'd rather be naked than wear clothes. Finding a job is actually a lot harder when you're pregnant. You think people will be so much more sympathetic for you when you're pregnant, but that's not the case. Like, I went and applied for I think a waitressing job, and they were like, no, because we can't hire you. I'm sorry, because when you get so big, your feet are going to swell and you're not going to want to be on your feet. And you know, waitresses are always on their feet, and I'm just like, are you serious? Really? And then people just don't want to hire a pregnant person, because you're going to miss so many days of work going to ultrasound appointments. You're going to have to go on maternity leave, and it's just crazy. Sorry, I have a message. The last thing on my list is relationships. My relationship is actually, with my baby's father, is actually is really good right now. It wasn't when I first found out, well, it was when I first found out I was pregnant, but we were already going through it then. But your relationship is like a roller coaster. You'll be fine, and then you'll be bad, and you'll be fine, and then you'll be bad. You just have to work through it and figure out what works for you. Really, it's really your hormones that play a big part in the roller coaster part of the relationship, the ups and downs, because you're so all over the place. Like I said, you're bipolar most of the time. So yeah, that was really my list. I have more, but I just don't have time to do anymore, and I just gave you a lot. But if you guys have anything that you would like to add to my list of what people don't tell you happens when you get pregnant, feel free to comment below. Feel free to give me video requests or suggestions on the next video, and I will do them. Thanks, guys. Bye.